On this episode of Nutter Speed Shop, it's Engine Autopsy.
Yeah.
So you probably recently watched the shakedown ride on Lonnie's TX340. If you didn't, go back and watch it quick and then come back to the Engine Autopsy. I'll put a card up there.
It was definitely a shake down.
Yeah, there was a loud shake at the end. And
Very loud shake.
And a bang and a clatter. And we showed you some of the carnage at the end of that video.
We even released the magic smoke.
Yeah. A piece of it went right through
the... A bang and a clatter. Lonnie jumped off the sled to see what was the matter.
Oh, Doc, you know.
All right, so we're going to tear her down and see if we can tell what went wrong with the engine. Personally, I think that the big end rod probably, that bearing probably let loose. I don't know. We're going to get into it. We're going to figure it out.
We'll bring you back when we've got more details.
Looks pretty good. Looks like a good burn. If anything, a little on the rich side.
Yeah, it's
kind of loose.
Nice color, a little loose, but
all right.
This one.
Now for the blowed up side.
Oh! I got one more. Yeah. Sorry, I lied. Oh,
You got her.
Got it?
Yep. I just had a.
And how bad is it?
Yeah.
Do we see anything?
Cylinder doesn't look bad.
Obviously, some debris has gone over the top of the piston. Here, let me do this. How's that? See the piston a little better. All right, well, I guess we'll have to get the cylinders off and continue.
Keep going.
All right. Pretty normal. Fair amount of oil on everything, just like you'd hope to see.
Fair amount of fuel actually in there too.
Fair amount of fuel.
Yeah, you can smell it.
Cylinder looks good still.
Yeah.
Piston looks good over here. Not surprising. All right, well, let's see how this other side fares. It's coming off better than I thought.
Or not. Come on.
Yeah, that'd be the big end.
That'd be the piston still stuck in there.
Get her out one way or the other.
Flip her over upside down.
If it won't come out the bottom, it'll come out the top. It ain't coming out the bottom.
Yep.
Those are just washers that are holding the cylinder together. Oh no, she ain't coming out either side.
Nope.
All right, you want to hold the camera, Doc? Yeah, exactly what you were thinking.
You were a whackety whack.
All right. Well, I'm going to say that got exceedingly hot.
Exceedingly hot. Holy crap.
So, confirmed.
Wow.
The big end, confirmed. We had a failure at the big end on the rod. That is 100% what's going on there. And then it just cascaded through everything else. And it's oiled. It's not like we ran out of oil. I mean, there's oil all over.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Wow, look at how glued that is. Holy crap, that got hot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at
there's some colors in there.
There's some colors in that.
Look at this over here. This is all piston skirt coming out.
Yep.
Wowza.
Might need the aluminum magnet.
I don't have one. I only have a brass magnet. So,
You know, that cylinder would be okay if it weren't for that.
yeah, the cylinder's done. That is unusable.
Yeah, that's toast.
That's unfortunate, but it's done.
Yeah, that piece right there is what locked it up.
Yep. Well,
Well, and this one over here.
No, those pieces came about after the rod separated from the crank.
Yeah.
That's when the
Oh,
skirt got
right,
shattered. So
right.
that's a, those are those are an after effect.
Oh, okay. So bearing went first, skirt went second.
Yeah, you can see the bearing down in here real well. I mean, it's gone. It looks melted, and it looks
Oh,
melted
my God,
because
no.
it looks
Wow.
melted because it is melted.
Spin that around there. Oh my
Oh, geez.
God.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's how they fail.
Goodness.
That's
Well,
how
we
it
say
goes.
oofta in Minnesota.
Yeah. All right, let's keep tearing down. Let's get the flywheel and the clutch off. Lonnie, you want to do the honors with that piston? Lonnie, this is a perfect opportunity for you to practice your spiral locks.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
All right, just wanted to show. Those are the bearings. Where's the pointer? These are bearings that are melted. That would be the failure. You know, there's oil in there. So I think it just failed. Such is life. Hi, Farley. Farley wants in on the beer crack. So there's your first engine autopsy here on Nutter Speed Shop. And I think it's pretty conclusive. I mean, we showed you the melted bearings. Up here at the top end, there's still oil. There was still oil throughout the motor. It was just its time. That's what I think. What do you think?
I think the same thing. I mean, you never know when the life of a part's going to give out. You can have brand new parts, and they'll fail within 3 hours. You just never know. But you take that chance, you go out and you have fun, and this is sometimes what happens.
Yeah,
But we had fun.
It was fun.
We had fun.
Up until it wasn't.
Well,
It was fun. I think it was funner after the thing blew up.
It was
because
actually almost funner afterwards.
we were all laughing about it once we saw what actually happened and looked at the melted hole in the belly pan.
Yeah, it was bang, bang, and
it was not a belt.
it just went.
Yeah.
And so I thought I threw the belt. So the first thing I did was open the hood, and I see pieces laying there, and I'm like, I don't think that's a belt.
No.
As they're melting
As
through
I'm
the
walk-
belly pan.
As I'm walking back to Lonnie's sled and I see smoke coming out of the belly pan.
Not a
Well,
belt.
never let the magic smoke out.
So
You can't put it back in.
It's hard to put it back in.
before you leave a comment that you shouldn't have used that Colt crank, you're wrong. It is the exact same crank, and this is far from the first motor I've done this in. I did this 15 years ago on a TX340 that I grass dragged the bejesus out of for years and years and years afterwards. Clutch to come in at high engagement and spin fast, and it's still running. It's still working. In fact, I'll bring it out on the channel. One of these days, I'll resurrect it for the channel. And I've done this on other cranks. Where do you think that crank came from in Dennis's TX340? Yeah, it was a Colt crank.
This is a classic mechanical failure. Point blank, that's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the part is. That's a mechanical failure. Its
just
time just showed up.
Yep. So that's life. I mean, we were running it hard. We had 20 miles in on it today. It's not like it was an out-of-the-box failure or like we screwed up, because had we screwed up, we would have found out last night in my yard when we were running it around and
Doing the test hits on it.
and doing the test hits, and Lonnie was running it up and down the road wide open throttle. We would have found out then. We wouldn't have found out 20 miles in.
Yeah.
So that's
All
just
right.
life.
Yep.
You can if it and butt it all day long, but ifs and buts, candy nuts don't matter. Yabbits live in the woods. It's just what happens.
Yep.
This is what happens when you're out on the trail having fun.
Let's look at Lonnie's awesome trophy he's got now.
Yeah. Look at the colors in that. It's beautiful.
You know what else? We just helped Lonnie make up his mind that we're going to do an Indy 500 motor into this, like another TX that he used, like a TXL he used to have.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty psyched about that.
Yeah, I'm super
Even
stoked.
more fun.
The sled will come back for that project.
It'll be stoked.
All right. Well, with all that said, and that was a lot, want to thank the patrons for your continued support of the channel. You guys are the best. We really appreciate you. and appreciate how you help us out each month. We want to thank everybody else that's mailed in care packages or sent us a PayPal donation, and we want to thank everybody that's subscribed recently. We really appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe.
Smash that subscribe.
Yep. Go ahead and leave a comment, even if you disagree with us. Don't be too rude. Just, if you disagree, you disagree.
Share with your friends.
Yeah, get your friends to look at this. That'd be great. So with that said, we'll see you on the trails.
See you on the trails. Not with this one, obviously.
It's last trail.
Since we're in the mood of doing forensics, I decided tear apart the old clutch on the TX340 there just to see what we had inside of there.
Since we're not using it again, if we do an Indy 500 motor, it's just junk now.
And it is truly junk.
Guess what we found?
So here's what we found.
The 340 bog.
First of all,
Oh, that bushing's a little shot.
that bushing might be
Look
a little
at the
shot.
buttons. That button's broke.
Got a button broke.
Is this like a button thrust washer and a mouse nest that was in there?
Yep.
Well, that's
Is
good
that
for
a
it.
leaf?
And then if we look over here,
Ooh, that was about to do what Dennis's did.
I have a roller that was
So that's how your
Flattened out.
old closed face clutch. That's how it sticks open or closed, I should say. You can see what it did to the weight, and when those two align the right way, it just wedges it, and the clutch just stays wherever it is.
Yeah.
right.
So that's how your clutch sticks closed.
And then after all of that, we were just kind of checking all of the weights and everything, and we discovered
That one comes out real easy.
that one works really good, or with no pin in it.
Yep, and we thought about it. You're going to take the camera, Doc? I'll show them what we realized. How in the hell was that in there? Well, the spring holds it up like this. Well, look at it. The spring holds it just about in the perfect place, and then centrifugal force does the rest. And no matter where your clutch is, centrifugal force holds it in that pocket. So it just stayed.
Yeah.
Centrifugal force and the spring did indeed keep it in there.
Right.
This thing's just crazy. Oh, yeah. And then the outer cover bushing, which is obviously worn, is also cracked. So
I would say that this clutch is no longer for this world.
this clutch has been classified as junk. This goes into the junk pile.
Yeah.
And that just keeps growing.
Yeah.
Tip.
Yeah. It's been a good winter. You can tell it's been a good winter by how big the scrap pile's getting.
Yup.
Yeah.
All right, we hope you enjoyed that
Hope you enjoyed that
little add-on to the end of the TX340 motor autopsy.